off the deflection. So Texas will keep it. You talked about those great guards. Here is Greg Brown, the freshman, an opening three off the back of the iron, and he's got his own rebound.
Ooh, handle this cattle drive.
The Longhorns were 66-44 winners yesterday, and they have a steal this time with Brown. On the gas pedal, Brown. And no call.
Good. It's a championship. Eyes of the world.
Kurt Rambis didn't like it.
Those were prescription glasses.
Oh, there's a difference, you're saying.
These are protective glasses. And with a lot of the taller players, your face. You ever been to Irving, Texas?
I have been to Irving, Texas, yeah.
You've been in the old Cowboy Stadium there. Okay, I'm going to take a line from you and get back to you real quick. How about Raymond Felton? I got yelled out by Emily Kirshner because I said on the air yesterday that Steve had stopped calling me back. And so her dad did not get the call. So Emily, please, your dad is one of the true saints of circumstance in our world. In his size, in his arm reach, which are immense, of course. But basketball is like real estate. It's location, location. It's not about size and strength. It's about skill, timing, and position. And so your ability, and this is where Kareem and Wilt and Shaq were just incredible, the biggest of the team. These are two of the great athletes in the history of UT. One of the most successful athletic programs ever. Never more so than at the bank.
Coleman thought about a three. Instead, he slices down the lane. Second chance for Jericho Sims, and he's walled off.
Jericho, ramble on. Taste the hall, climb the walls. Let's go, Jericho.
Leaky Black had it taken away. Up and down we go, just like you like it. Texas, North Carolina.
Backing him up. Movement,
even persistent. Brown, you think?
Yale and Sequoia National Park. But the other guys for Texas, they don't stand out physically.
Well, Sims is a pretty big dude as he steps out.
Or LeBron James or Dr. J. You knew who those guys were regardless all time.
A beautiful storyteller. Jones.
No, well,
they call it San Jacinto at the community college.
No, it's Jacinto. J in Spanish is with an H.
That's what I thought, like Hardin.
Like La Jolla.
Right.
Like Mount San Jacinto, which is the mountain that makes Palm Springs what it is. There, Gonzaga, excuse me, Timothy Egan, Mark Few, Children of the Sun. I don't understand this. I know Tom Pendridge is going into the College Hall of Fame this year. Well deserved, long overdue.
Second chance there for Texas, and a foul on the crash in by Kai Jones.
Crossover, left to right. Number 3 in the program, Andrew Leaky Black. Number 1 in your heart. This is the guy that won the game last night.
The bigs for Carolina as they drive.
If you're going to drive in, not looking to field.
So Texas takes the lead 16-15, more than halfway through the first half, and a great half as that one rings off the backboard from Caleb Love, who was outstanding yesterday against Stanford.
The winner of this game is going to contribute to the player of the tournament. Could be Love, could be Matt Coleman, Coco. Is his name Coco or Puff?
His name's Puff, and it's a shot clock violation for Carolina.
It's his brother Archie. Team won third place. It all rolls into one.
Oh, isn't he?
I like the spirit and fire that Texas is playing with here.
Well, they double on to Sharpe.
Three-point line, not the strength of his game, nor should it be.
A.J. Smith has checked in as Brooks gets to the rim, gets a count. Yeah. Jones driving kick. Cunningham, Kai Jones wanted to read it.
Now that's
it
the team game right there. Late. I mean, you look around the country, you look in the NBA, time after time, coming from Minnesota. I do not believe that Kerwin and I are directly related.
We'll see.
And there are 91 different species of birds in the Pisgah, at least. In your sight. Drink deeply.
Jones.
Ooh,
got fouled on the way in.
Texas is playing a beautiful, masterful offensive game here. Skill, ball movement. Ramey, the ball comes up to the top. Swing it to the weak side. Let it fly. Courtney Ramey, one of the 3 Longhorn perimeter stars that Wilt ever said or did. Because he could do whatever he wanted to do. When Wilt retired, he had like, I don't know, maybe 123 NBA records. They've expanded the record. Look at his records now are just a staggering number, incalculable, immeasurable by broadcaster. I can't think of his name right now, but John Block,
Fitzgerald,
coaches. Run that play back. Run that play back by the high post feed. The one that leads to this play. Not that play. That's just a great runner on the lane offensively, but hell, just because you touch the ball doesn't make it a jump ball. Beautiful play, Greg Brown.
He'll go to the line.
In a victory since 2012 in the Sweet 16 game against the University of Ohio. Wow.
Caleb Love, no. Second.
The Blue Ridge Rangers, they need their horses watered and fed.
It's an 11-point game. The Longhorns by 11 here in the first half. As Matt Coleman has been outstanding. Brown for 3. He got it. North Carolina.
Yes. No. UConn, please. 4.
You said yes first.
I know what I said. I said no.
We'll have to take your first answer like Sajak. Ramey to Brown. No.
Not his entire last name. Just Hurt.
That's correct. There's no hyphen there.
But you never know these days. Some guys show up with 6 different names.
Free throw. No free throws coming. No contact there in the rebound for Texas.
Kai Jones has been every
loss for the basketball community.
A huge loss for him.
Out of bounds, this will be
kind of aimless, wandering person to having motivation and inspiration, dedication. Detroit falls down.
Ran into.
Preemptive pardons for the refs. And there's nothing more meaningless than a partial score of a game other than the final score of an exhibition game. This is a championship game. Camping World Maui Invitational in Asheville with 2 E's.
6 in a row for Carroll.
Played out. And granted, he's just a freshman. He's going to have a huge career.
Taron Sharpe just backed him in and got 2 and a foul.
I hope these referees have already applied for their preemptive pardons. I'm not quite sure how this is a foul on somebody who's just backing up out of the way. Somebody might want to hand them a rule book.
Right?
What's the derivation of the name of the house, the Biltmore House?
Tell us,
Ranger. Aren't you putting on the tours?
I am not a docent at the Biltmore House. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so the Vanderbilt family who put all the money into building the Biltmore House, they're from the Netherlands, and built is their congratulatory speeches and their acceptance of the Most Valuable Player Award. Please, there's 20 minutes to go here.
Luke Jericho Sims got hit on the other end. He is down.
Beautiful driving movement.
12 at halftime, 40-28 for Texas. North Carolina on the comeback trail big time here.
What's going on right in front of them?
Davis, no. Offensive rebound, Baycott. Newman, Georgia, outside of Atlanta. It could be both. What us worry? Jones is foul. 20 in the country. Louisville, number 5 in the country. They're fighting Allie Quigley's for the Blue Demons against the Louisville. You're welcome.
And get me the names of these refs up. Oh, my God.
Big cut going to the line.
The endless parade to the free throw line. Texas cannot believe it, but you've just got to ignore it. And you just got to somehow find a way to play through it. Now, how's that not a jump ball? He roofed him.
Yeah, but there was body down low is what I would say.
Thomas Wolfe, the guy who wrote about Atlanta, or the guy Masters of the Universe.
There's a floater for Love. That won't go.
That's play of the Coleman. Matt Coleman, play of the tournament. Individual play. Runs right through Asheville. It starts in Barstow, where Merle Haggard used to play a lot. Although Merle's from Bill the entire time.
Not what you're looking.
Great defense. Jericho.
Okay, this very day, December 2nd, the EPA opened its doors for the first time.
Thank goodness. It was like he was stirring the campfire instead of taking care of business.
Game yesterday. This is Kerwin Walton, the freshman.
Haven't really noticed much of Caleb Love here today. I mean, this is looking fine as can be. You ever been to any one of these First American resorts that they have around the country?
I've not, but I have been to Asheville. It's a wonderful place.
I'm coming back to Asheville. Got to get there. Bring my bike.
Williams, you're going to get on your bike and go all the way from California?
I'm going to bring my bike.
Texas, and here comes North Carolina down by 4.
All the momentum in favor of the Tar Heels. History, legacy, tradition, home court, big-time players, depth, size, strength. Whoa, great defensive play. You're trying to get the ball down low. You swing it over the top, just beautiful. Sharpe has been superb in all aspects. I mean, the guy works so hard for a guy. I mean, he's one of those guys that makes teams work because he does the things that nobody else wants to do.
Brown, no, and a whistle on the rebound. He's the first, 43-23.
Well, when you have the big, powerful front line, I mean, rebounding and field goal percentage, but rebounds and if you can make a shot, those are the ones that really decide something.
Texas by 1 here. This is Matt Coleman, who's fouled by Love.
Dairy programs in the history of college basketball.
Roy Williams is very clear that he did not allow.
Make it spectacular, as was that spectacular drive.
58-57 in the lane. Ramey responds nicely for Texas.
The R.J. Davis on the North Carolina end, and then Ramey right back at him enough.
That's an amazing story from game 1. Matt Coleman talked to us about LeBron James and what he's like off the floor and the civic change he wants to create. Spin in the lane. That's not true. That is absolutely not true.
You're right. I'm guilty.
Ramey, no. Follow, no. Rebound for North Carolina. And a foul call.
The Alex troops just keep coming, and why not? You get the phone call from Michael Jordan, Bahamas and Nassau, where the islands come right next to each other, and you can just swim in place because of the current that's running through it. What kind of response are we going to get here from these Longhorns?
North Carolina's first lead since 15-13. Robert Reed. Ramey with 10.
Okay, who's got some offense here?
Leaning in for Jones. No, second chip.
That would portend for an upcoming brilliant season for the Tar Heels. Great give and go opportunity. Whoa, just missed. Give yourself a chance. Over the top. Go for Texas. Don't wait.
Ramey
down. Texas is right there. They've got a chance. They've survived every adversity known to man. On the other end.